Welcome back to more of the Holiday Caravan Parade. Well, let's get happy. We got the Oasis Shriners Band going through there. Now, Happy's Farm. They've got farm programs with a special emphasis on something they call the Veteran Hero, H-E-R-O. It's a project that they have at the farm. You know something about it.
It's a new program at the farm, and they give respect and honor to all of the folks in the armed forces and promote awareness to our veterans in our community.
And they also have an Elvis impersonator. Didn't expect to see that. Again, this is part of Happy's Farm. Lots of special farm programs, including the one that Tara just talked about, that is to bring awareness and respect to veterans. They got a cool looking bus too. Now this is a good float, playing off of the Ghostbusters movie, I guess the remake of the Ghostbusters movie. This is Bayada Home Health. Since 1975, the company founder, Mark Bayada, has been at the forefront of home health care, working to give people better access to high-quality care that helps them live at home. Really good float. They got the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, they've got some Ghostbusters, obviously, and then some other folks on board there. They say their team is made up of 18,000 home health care professionals that serve in 22 states, more than 300 offices, and that is Bayada. Who are you going to call? Bayada.
Bayada.
See? Perfect. They got it all worked out.
Up next, we have the Catawba College Dance Team. In its inaugural year, the dance team is made up of freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors from all over the country. The team performs at athletic events and also enjoys being ambassadors for Catawba College.
Well, you answered that question for me, because when you said it was the Catawba College Dance Team, I didn't know they had one. So it was the first year for them, so way to go. That is followed up by Mr. Catawba, Israel Suarez, in that sleek BMW, and Ms. Catawba, Anna Fields. They're wishing everyone a very Merry Christmas. Very enthusiastic. Of course, you'd like to see that. Probably going to be a big round of applause for the Rowan County American Legion baseball team. They went so far this year. They were the state champions, they were the Southeast Regional champions, and then they were the runner-up in the national competition. What a season, one of the best seasons ever for Rowan County, if not the best season actually, for the Rowan County American Legion baseball team. It's been around for so long, it's something people enjoy, and I'm glad that they could be part of this and be able to be honored in this way. Another big part of what the Shriners do is this very popular entry every year, the Steel Drum Band. And again, I'm going to point out one of my classmates from middle school and high school, Steve Shuping. He's back there on those steel drums right there. A lot of awards over the last 30 years. They've raised thousands of dollars for Shriners hospitals all over the United States. And last year they got first place in the South Atlantic Shrine Association annual parade in Myrtle Beach. People love that.
And up next, we have the Erie Clowns. The Erie Clowns have been around in the parade for 38 years. They first started off as just a couple of clowns, and now the Erie family that rides in the parade, they're up to 15 clowns.
And they taught you to ride a unicycle?
They did teach me how to ride a unicycle. They actually live right down the road from me, and as a child, they taught me how to ride.
Are they out there on the road on those unicycles?
We did it safely now.
How difficult was it to learn?
It was actually pretty fun. I fell a good, few times right at first, but I learned pretty quickly.
Could you still do it now?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, they're right there. I'd probably get somebody to jump off of one and let you try it if you want to.
I better stay safe right here.
Okay.
They're doing a much better job.
They are doing a great job with it, you're right. See, I think that part would be tough when you're holding hands and you're riding like that. I don't know. Maybe it would be easier that way.
You have to have really good balance. Up next, an entry from
Kittyland Kindergarten, here comes Santa Claus. Oh, they look good, don't they? Look at the
little prince and princess.
got the little outfits on. I like that float with the candy canes, and they've got their stands. So, because you know, it's a ride. I mean, you're on there for quite a while in the parade through both Spencer and then through Salisbury. It's good to have a little something you can rest on. He's got his crown. She's got hers. Working on that. Look at that. She looks just like that's perfect. She's got it down. There's another cool-looking Mustang convertible. I believe that is carrying Miss Rowan County veteran O'Shannis Wood. She's a student at the Rowan County Early College, and she is in the National Honor Society, student government, works on the yearbook. She's a member of the Red Cross and the VFW Post 9134 in Rockwell. Hopes to become a clinical psychologist with a minor in photography after she graduates in 2017, so congratulations. Looks like your king and queen from North Rowan High School coming through there. Dylan Cuthbertson is the homecoming king. His parents are Sharika Higgins and Mario Sturdivant. His favorite sport is football. You probably knew that already. He also likes to play basketball, draw, and cook. And cook? Wow, good for him. Peyton Russell is the homecoming queen from North Rowan, daughter of Thomas and Elisa Russell. She's very active in school as well. She would like to pursue a career in engineering.
And we have members of the North Rowan High School JROTC program Color Guard who will present the colors prior to the tip-off of the NBA game on November 23rd.
That is tonight. They're going to be doing that, and so they're like in a pinch. They want to hurry up and get through the parade because they want to get to Charlotte. It's the third straight year that they have presented for the game. They've performed the Color Guard for the pre-Thanksgiving Day game, and that is really cool that they have an honor to be able to go and do something like that. And again, the North Rowan JROTC Color Guard going from Spencer to Salisbury to Charlotte to perform at the Hornets game. And here come the Marching Cavaliers. They're going to get probably the biggest round of applause of any band because that's the hometown band here in Spencer from North Rowan High School in their traditional green and gold, the colors for North Rowan High School. And off they go. What a show. Great energetic performance. They got the moves and the music. North Rowan also a local high school football team still going in the playoffs. We wish them good luck this weekend. That team will head to Brevard Friday night. I'm going to say right now they're going to win. I just feel good about it. And our coverage of the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade continues right after this.
We could try organic. Nature's Place. Good for us. At a good price. No GMOs. All natural. All this Nature's Place. All right here. Look at us. Eating right and saving money. And working out.
Raising our standards without raising our prices. Nature's Place, exclusively at Food Lion. How refreshing.
Help us grow them. Help us make them strong and sharp as tacks. Because every day, they need to eat. They need bright and crisp and juicy all the time. So when you put the best stuff right in our budget, it shows us you're rooting for them as much as we are. And we can't tell you how refreshing that is.
Raising our standards without raising our prices. Food Lion. How refreshing.
And welcome back to the Holiday Caravan Parade. Up next, those cheerleaders from North Rowan, varsity cheerleaders, they'll probably be making that trip to Brevard as well to cheer on the Cavaliers. She's like, hey, look, there's a camera, wave.
And up next, we have North Hills Christian School. They're a non-denominational college prep Christian day school serving students in junior kindergarten through high school. It's fully accredited by the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools.
North Hills been around a long time. They have a great reputation in this community and actually across the state. And if you want to learn more about North Hills Christian School, all you have to do is go to their website, or you can call the school and they'll tell you all about it. Katie Campbell is the contact person at North Hills if you want to learn more about that school. The eagle is the mascot for North Hills Christian School. Rolling along, North Hills Christian School with a good group aboard that float, celebrating 50 years. They have a good sports program there as well as academics. Nice float because it combined the colors that they normally use. They're blue and gold. There's the best seat in the house with the eagle behind you. Coming in now, Cornerstone Child Development Center. Cornerstone serves over 300 families in Rowan County. They have high-quality child care with 4 locations, and all of the centers are 5-star licensed, and that is a big deal. That's a great designation to have. They say they started on Webb Road, and now they have a lot of growth with those other 3 facilities, and they stand firm on the commitment to be the leading child care provider in Rowan County. If you'd like to learn more, you can also visit the Cornerstone website.
Up next, we have Center Stage Dance Company, and they're from China Grove. This is their 34th year instructing dance and gymnastics. Each week, classes are instructed in ballet, tap, jazz, gymnastics, lyrical, contemporary, musical theater, point, and much more. Dancers at Center Stage participate in 3 area parades each year and 2 on-stage performances.
Wow, they're bouncing all over the place.
Yeah.
Look at this. Great performance so far. Now they're going to get set up in front of the judges' stand. They take part, like most of these local dance companies, they take part in so many competitions. They go all over the country, and they end up coming back with the hardware. They win a lot of awards.
That's right, David. The competition team at Center Stage holds 3 national first overall titles for 3 years, back to back to back.
Coming up a little bit later in December, they will be performing their holiday show. It's called Home for the Holidays. Center Stage will be performing that on Saturday, the 17th of December at 2 o'clock in Kannapolis at the Performing Arts Center. And they also want to make sure that you know that new students can start on January 3rd if you want to join in the fun for the new year and be a part of the Center Stage Dance Company, again based in China Grove. You can't accuse them of being hard to see today.
They definitely stand out with those neon colors.
And a nice float. And I guess maybe in a year or 2 or 3, you'll see some of the little girls on that float marching along and taking part in the competition and the performance. Center Stage Dance Company, part of the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade. That looks nice. They got their mittens and give you the nice wave. Looking good. North Rowan's YFL team coming through right now, along with some cheerleaders. That Youth Football League team, coached by Kenneth Carricker. They were the regular season champions, and not only that, Tara, that team you see right there, they were undefeated in the regular season.
Wow, that's impressive.
And they know it. Look at that. Yeah, that's right. We're North Rowan.
They look pretty tough.
They do. And they're the cheerleaders coming through with them. And I'm telling you, I love the cars. Here's one of the classics, a 59 Ford Skyliner. Has a retractable hardtop. I'm supposed to tell you, though, that Ron Clement is the owner and that right now Jim Gobble, the mayor of Spencer, and the alderman are in that car, but that is one of the all-time great cars. Up next is Transformation Church, an exciting new ministry. It's growing every week in Salisbury. They have worship services at 10:30 on Sunday mornings, and they have transformation groups throughout the week. They say it is all about Jesus, and they do that by being a multi-ethnic and multi-generational community-involved congregation. The purpose, to let people know about God, to find freedom and discover their purpose and make a difference. And they've got that gingerbread theme going too. If you'd like to learn more about that church, visit transformationchurchnc.com. This is another one of our schools in Salisbury and Rowan. It is Salisbury Academy, an independent co-ed day school for children in junior kindergarten all the way through the 8th grade. What's their mission?
Their mission is to experience a wonderful learning environment. Salisbury Academy encourages students to be lifelong learners, develop strong character, and serve their community and deepen their faith.
And they got a nice float with a lot of snowmen on it. That's a good looking one. Salisbury Academy, just right off Jake Alexander Boulevard there in Salisbury. Nice facility. I've had a chance to go out there a few times. Just a nice facility, good folks. Up next, it is Dolores High, one of the members of the Board of Aldermen for East Spencer, riding in that big Hummer. I believe Mayor Barbara Mallett was also there, Chief Hovis. And the Spencer Fire Department, that is Engine 751, the 2008 Seagrove pumper, dedicated to the memory of firefighter Justin Monroe. I'm sure many of you probably remember Monroe lost his life along with Vic Eisler on March 7, 2008 at the Salisbury Millwork Fire. At that time, they were both part of the Salisbury Fire Department. The Spencer Department is a combination paid volunteer department. It serves the citizens of Spencer and nearby communities.
And up next, we have the North Carolina Transportation Museum. They're here as part of the Polar Express. You'll see some of the chefs walking around. The Polar Express is at the North Carolina Transportation Museum on weekends from now until Christmas. Check out those moves. And the week of Christmas, they'll be offering multiple shows during the week.
I'd never seen a chef that danced like that.
A chef that can dance and cook.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we assume he can cook. We know he can dance. North Carolina Transportation Museum has this entry as well. This is talk about a classic. This is a 1913. This car's way older than the parade itself. It was recently donated by Bill Redden. It's part of of what you can see at the North Carolina Transportation Museum, a 1913 Ford Speedster. Love seeing those cars. And this is loud. This thing, see, you got to even wear the earmuffs if you're up there. It's, again, part of the North Carolina Transportation Museum. I don't even know exactly what you call it. It's unbelievably loud, though, as you can tell. Ghost Train from the North Carolina Transportation Museum. See people grabbing their
Holding
ears.
their ears.
That's funny.
Ooh.
It's great, though. It's a neat thing to see. Again, one of the entries. And again, our venue here, right across the street from the North Carolina Transportation Museum, and that's where we are. And You can see the rail cars and so much to see. One of the greatest things in Salisbury and Rowan County. And so is this parade. And the Realtors, make sure you know about that. Salisbury-Rowan Association of Realtors started in 1958. They have 130 members from all over the area. They're all about promoting, preserving, and protecting home and property rights, and they try to be positive stewards in the community. Obviously, it's made up of real estate agents from a lot of different companies, but they come together as this association, and they're able to do a whole lot of things for the community. This is Champions in Motion. It combines pom dance and cheer into one program. The students are taught cheer techniques such as chants, motions, jumps, kicks, and stunting techniques. We've got a big group here.
And up next, we have the Davie County High School War Eagle Marching Band.
The War Eagles made the trip from Moxville down Highway 601 to come be a part of our parade today of the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade. I think that they're in this parade most every year. And Davie County High School, really not that far from the Rowan County line, and so you have a lot of folks who know people who go to Davie County High School. Always had a strong football tradition there. They've always also had a strong band tradition, and so that's what you're seeing right now as they make their way through Spencer. Wow, they sound good and they look good. That's a big band.
I like their uniforms there with the black and orange. They're very dynamic.
The War Eagle Marching Band from Davie County. Thanks for being here, part of the Salisbury Spencer Holiday Caravan Parade. There's glasses on that truck. I wonder why. This is an entry from Salisbury Eye Care and Eyewear, founded in 2016 by Dr. Melanie Denton. It's located in downtown Salisbury. They got a dog drive in there. It's located on the corner of Council and Depot Streets. The mission is to provide compassionate eye care with an exceptional patient experience, and that is Salisbury Eye Care and Eyewear.
Rugged Cross Baptist Church is up next, where they strive to keep the spirit alive, bringing the true reason for the season. They want to invite you out to come and fellowship and worship.
Rugged Cross Baptist Church, 185 Dukeville Road in Salisbury. Put a couple pews on the float. That's not a bad idea, because at least you got something comfortable there. Hey, how you doing? All right. Up next, Cub Scout Pack 306. They were set up in 2008. It is chartered through North Hills Christian School. We saw them going by just a few entries back. Pack 306, the winner of the Rowan County Cub Cup in 2013, 14, and 15. What does that mean, Tara? Tell me about the Cub Cup.
The Cub Cup is awarded based on the pack that has the most trained leaders, community service, and participation in local and council activities.
Congratulations to them. That is Cub Scout Pack 306 from North Hills Christian School. Gemstone Academy and Compass now rolling through, a nonprofit organization for boys and girls 5th through 12th grade, founded by Alicia Bird and Alex Clark. They got a great looking float.
I like the snowman.
Again, that is Gemstone Academy and Compass, nonprofit organizations that help the youth, and there's Alicia Bird on board there.
Up next, we have Rock 92, home of the Two Guys Named Chris show.
Rock 92, great radio station, 92.3 FM. Music I love. Might be a little, you know, your time, I don't know, but I love it.
Oh, I love it.
It's just good station, good music.
Fantastic.
Classic rock from Rock 92. Grateful and thankful to have them in the parade here. Up next, we have a group from Partners in Learning. They're located on Robin Road in Salisbury. Partners in Learning is it's right there behind sort of Catawba College. It is a 5-star daycare, but it is so much more than that. They provide a lot of services to children in the area. Partners in Learning really has an outstanding reputation across the state for the work that they do with kids. So happy to see them here in the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade, and you can see that they look like they're happy to be here. And that bus is a thing that you see going around town quite a bit. Again, that is the entry from Partners in Learning on Robin Road over there behind Catawba College. Nationally accredited, you can see that they have that on the front of the bus there. It talks about that 5-star accreditation. Very important. Not a lot of places earn that designation, and so when they do, that really, it tells you something about the organization or the group. And our coverage of the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade continues right after this.
There's a lot to love about this season. But there's only one thing better than putting good food on the table for my family. Helping put good food on someone else's table.
Purchase a $5 Holidays Without Hunger food box for a local family in need, or make a cash donation at any register. Food Lion Feeds. How refreshing.
We could try organic. Nature's Place. Good for us. At a good price. No GMOs. All natural. All this Nature's Place. All right here. Look at us. Eating right and saving money. And working out.
Raising our standards without raising our prices. Nature's Place, exclusively at Food Lion. How refreshing.
And all the way from Charlotte, here comes the Harding University High School Marching Rams. It's another one of these bands that you're just happy that they want to come to Salisbury and be a part of our Holiday Caravan Parade because they do such a great job. Very lively, very loud, very much with a lot of dance moves. The drum major you can see right there, he is always a big part of the show when Harding University comes to town. Enjoy that. Here they go. Talk about putting on a show. Harding University, the Marching Rams, and it's not just that they stop and do that performance, they work I don't know, do you still call them majorettes? They work the girls into the
Yes.
performance. You saw them come down in between the band separates, and everything's so synchronized. Way to go.
That was great.
And like Vance and some of these others, they go to parades all over the state where they can, and you can see that they get into it, really enjoy it, and it's got to be a real privilege to be part of a band like that where you can do such a great performance. The girls who were dancing, it was like at one point they were doing like a Rockettes kind of thing, and then they're doing
What the
all.
high kick?
Yeah, good for them. You got to hope they have a lot of energy. They got a long way to go. You still got to go through Salisbury, the rest of Spencer, and then through downtown. Again, really good crowd here today. The weather cooperated, and so a lot of folks decided to come out downtown Salisbury, downtown Spencer right here to take in the 57th annual Holiday Caravan Parade. It seems like most of the time the weather's been pretty good. Every now and then, every few years or so, there might be some drizzle or something like that. 2 years ago, I remember it rained like the day before all day, and then the next day, almost right up until about 30 minutes before the parade, and it just stopped. And it ended up being a beautiful day.
You know what they say?
Wow.
You can't rain on a parade.
Every now and then you can. Man, Harding does not want to give it up. They keep going. That performance just goes on. I'm telling you, you just got to like that. That's good stuff.
And this is Unique Stars Dance Team of Salisbury. Their organization is dedicated to the enrichment and growth of youth in the community. Performing at various venues and competing in competitions in and out of state, Unique Stars' style of majorette dance exhibits why they are in fact unique and set the standard high.
Here they go, the Unique Stars Dance Studio, dance team based in Salisbury. You see what they did there? Unique, Y-O-U, unique. Now this young lady may still be part of maybe is still part of the Unique Stars, I'm not positive. Wow, she's got a great look. This is a Kimbrell's Furniture entry, the #1 furniture seller in the Southeast for more than 100 years. They offer a lot of different financing options. Come see them. They are at 2111 Statesville Boulevard in Salisbury. They're right next to the Dollar General. And look what they did. They decided to go with the whole Christmas story theme. They got all of it. Oh, look at that. They got the pole, they got Ralphie, the bad guys. They got it all.
Did you see his tongue stuck to the bone?
Yes, they got it all. I'm telling you, they even got Scott Farkas. Oh, I got to give them credit. That's great. Great float. Kimbrell's
Awesome.
Furniture. Yep. A Christmas story. That's a good job. And the giant toothbrush. And we'll have to see what is on this van that's coming this way. I'm thinking maybe Rowan County Early College or Rowan Cabarrus Student Leaders. That's the Rowan Cabarrus Community College van, I know that. Spreading some holiday cheer. Beacon the Navigator is featured on that van. And there are so many different careers. And so maybe that's why they're carrying the giant toothbrush. Either that or they want to remind you that you need to brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth?
Yeah. Should have somebody carrying floss. That would be good. Oh, and somebody ran out and gave him a hug. You gotta like that. That's one of the fun things about it. If you're You can be in the parade. You can do a lot of things like that where you might have family members who will come out and give you a hug, and it's just good stuff. Free I see.
Free hugs. Look at that
Free
shirt. Oh.
hugs. Now I get it. The Early College partnered with Rowan Cabarrus Community College to give the gift of education. The class of 2017 is the last group born in the 90s. There.
Whoa.
Want to make you feel old? Yep. See, they've even got that. We love the 90s. I like that. That's funny. Again, that's Rowan Cabarrus Community College and the Early College. A nice little home style float. Noah's Playloft, the preschool. On this bus, they've got a lot of folks decorated as Christmas snowflakes and an igloo. Now, we're going to see that coming up here in a minute. They're going to have an igloo that is going to be made out of the school's milk cartons with reindeer candy canes and snowflakes, all part of Noah's Loft Preschool in Salisbury. Now, they've won a bunch of awards in the past, so they take this seriously. There's that igloo we were talking about. But in 2015, they won the Traveling Trophy winner, first place. They also, in 2015, first place for non-professional business float. Looks pretty good, especially if you consider the igloos made out of those recycled materials. Check that out.
It's very creative.
Yeah, you like to see that. You like to see when a group really puts some effort into it and tries to turn up something that's unique and nice, and they certainly did. Congratulations to those folks. Noah's Playloft.
Miss Rowan County and Miss Rowan County's outstanding team were newly crowned on November the 12th at the Miss Rowan County Scholarship Pageant. These young ladies will now prepare to compete for their titles of Miss North Carolina and Miss North Carolina's Outstanding Teen in June 2017. And a shout out to Mary Scott Norris right there, who is Miss Rowan County.
Nice crown, nice sash, and like you said, nice pageant wave. Good to see them looking so good today in this parade. Now, what is on this float? Is this another
Igloo?
Another igloo, looks like. TMR Realty and Bank of North Carolina, I believe. Yep, the igloo in the mailbox, part of a winter wonderland. And they also feature a polar bear and a penguin and a big snowman and a nice Christmas tree. Well, good for them. Again, you got someone putting some effort into it. TMR Realty and Bank of North Carolina combined on that one. Dental Works. They wanted to make sure there weren't any gaps in the parade, because that way you'd have a cavity. You see their Dental Works, and you don't want that. They have one goal, they say, to make professional, affordable dental care available to more people than ever. They have 160 locations in 13 states, including North Carolina. Dental Works. They've been providing some of Salisbury's healthiest smiles since 2008. Softball now. Now, we had the American Legion baseball team. Here's a softball team, Rowan County's Little League softball team. And we all know about these players. Last year's World Series champions. This year they were the runner-up in the World Championship once again in the World Series. And they combined some other teams on this flatbed, so that's what you're looking at here. Once again, they won titles along the way and just made Rowan County very proud. A championship season, as it says there on that sign. And if you're out on the interstate and you come into Rowan County, there's a big sign that says, touts their World Series championship from 2015. And they come back and almost repeat in 2016. So congratulations to those girls and to those coaches. And thanks for making us all proud of Rowan County. Great day. You're watching the Holiday Caravan Parade as it makes its way through Spencer on this day before Thanksgiving 2016. Think about so much to be thankful for as a community. We're thankful for this tradition. A lot of families really enjoy this, and they have through the different generations. Used to be the thing with my family was to get those chairs. You could rent the chairs and you go sit there, and my mom would bring hot chocolate and you'd have a blanket because I think it was cold, or I don't know, maybe it was just part of the whole thing to have a blanket and have hot chocolate and watch the parade. It was really a lot of fun. Great memory. And a lot of kids here today enjoying the memory, and they're seeing these cloggers the Southern Style Cloggers. They've been together since 1983. Surely they take a break every now and then. They've performed and competed at a lot of different functions, and they continue throughout the year showing off their talents. Do you clog?
Actually, I have clogged before.
Okay, the one thing you haven't done was be a cheerleader,
Many
right?
talents.
That's got to be tough. I don't see how you do that.
Well, there's many forms of dance.
Check it out. Check out these moves, the Southern Style Cloggers.
F&M Bank is honored to be serving Rowan County residents and businesses and helping them turn their dreams into a reality for 107 years. They're also proud to give back to the communities that they serve.
And one way they do that is through that trolley. They have the trolley barn that's on Liberty Street, and they provide this trolley, and you see it used in so many different things, different functions throughout the year. There are 8 locations of F&M Bank in Salisbury, Granite Quarry, Rockwell, Faith, China Grove. They've been voted Best Bank in Rowan County for the last 6 years, and they also celebrate being voted one of the best mortgage lenders and best local employers. That's F&M Bank, truly a hometown bank. Everybody knows somebody who works at F&M. They say they have cutting-edge products and time-honored service that never goes out of style, and you can find them online at fmbnc.com. So thank you, F&M Bank, for all the things you do for this community. This float that is full of gigantic candy canes brings us Fever Productions Regional and National Grand Champions. This is a dance company. As you can see that they're getting into place right now in front of the judges, and wildly enthusiastic routine. These girls will compete in the 2017 National Contest Champions Competition at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Walt Disney World in Florida. Wow. They got a new location. It's at 129 West Collier Avenue. They accept dancers in the new year from ages 2 to 14. Charm School and the Charm Girl Natural Pageant contestants can sign up in March to be in the running for the 2017 Charm Girl Royalty Pageant. They say the Charm Girls serve as the face of the triple threat dance and charm through public appearances and community service. And so that's what they're doing here. One of their biggest public appearances would be right here in the Holiday Caravan Parade. That's another really large group and a good float too. The triple threat and Charm Girl Royalty. You don't realize how many dance companies there are in Salisbury or Rowan County until you come to this parade. There's so many.
There's so many dance companies, and not only that, one of my favorite things about this parade is that the dynamic differences in the floats. In Rowan County, you can truly be an original.
Yes, you can. And our coverage of the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade continues right after this.
Help us grow them. Help us make them strong and sharp as tacks. Because every day, they need to eat. They need bright and crisp and juicy all the time. So when you put the best stuff right in our budget, it shows us you're rooting for them as much as we are. And we can't tell you how refreshing that is.
Raising our standards without raising our prices. Food Lion, how refreshing.
You think I'm picky? Well, then you should meet my mother. That woman's got the eye for produce. And that apple didn't fall far from the tree. You got the price, guarantees a nice start. And with tomatoes like these, I'll probably never even have to use it.
100% fresh or double your money back. Food Lion, how refreshing.
Up next, the representatives of city government in Salisbury. The mayor decided to get on board a Mustang, and you have to give her some points for that. Salisbury's mayor, Karen Alexander. She's been on the city council since 2011. She's been the mayor since December 1st, 2015. Of course, taking over for Paul Woodson. She's followed by council members, including Mayor Pro Tem Maggie Blackwell, Councilman Brian Miller, and David Post and Kenny Harden. They've got a nice, I believe, 63 Chevrolet. Don't send me hate mail if I have the year wrong, but it's a great car. Speaking of great cars, on board this Corvette, it is the homecoming king and queen from Salisbury High School, representing the Hornets. Tazaria Alexander, the daughter of of Ms. Nicole Phillips and Mr. Greg Alexander. She's a member of the varsity basketball and track team, plans to go to Wingate. Miles Walker is the king, the son of Timothy Walker and Sheila Walker. He's a student government senior class secretary, a member of the Impact Club, enjoys volunteering in the community. From my alma mater, Salisbury High School, the homecoming king and queen. And this is that Air Force Junior ROTC program at Salisbury High School that was just put into place a few years ago. It hasn't been there that long, but it's very active, do a lot of good work, and obviously they do a lot of good training from what you're seeing right now. Wow, great job. Salisbury High School Air Force JROTC. Nice performance here. And a pretty good sized group. I guess a lot of students enjoy that chapter, able to take part in it. Good for them. And they're followed by the band from Salisbury High School. They now have a junior ROTC program there. And they refer to themselves here as the Mighty Marching Hornets. Drum major Seth McClendon, band captain Danny Woomer, and the band director Michael Thomas. 2013, they won the award for the best drum major. And again, it's like we've seen, you've got a small band, you have to make up for it, and they do a good job doing that. They'll get a big ovation once they go through Salisbury. Followed up by the cheerleaders, varsity cheerleaders from Salisbury High. And they say right here they're the best cheerleading squad in Rowan County. Don't know if it was a test or they just, wanted to put that out there. But either way, we'll give them the props that they asked for. Now there's a Grinchy looking girl, and she's walking beside the bookmobile from Rowan Public Library.
The Bookmobile is an outreach program of the Rowan Public Library providing library services to child care facilities throughout Rowan County.
Now, speaking of an outreach program, this is a business with an outreach program, the Anna Craig Mobile Boutique. The boutique is right beside the WBTV studio in downtown Salisbury. They're right there on the square, and I think they've been a huge success story.
They have, David, and in fact with this mobile boutique they can take clothes, fashion, jewelry out to women and not only keep their store right in downtown, but to move it around.
The owner is Drew Myers, and she says, come see us. The store is in downtown Salisbury. Again, it's right there on the square. They also have a location in downtown Mooresville. They say they'll help you pick out the perfect outfit, completely accessorized for yourself or that special friend or daughter in your life. And Tara would know. She's one of their customers.
I am, and don't forget, Christmas is right around the corner. I'm sure they'll be having wonderful Christmas sales.
And again, that's the Anna Craig Boutique. Right now, what you're seeing is Women Embracing Excellence, a nonprofit organization that facilitates and hosts programs and services and events for women, by women, to inspire women to be their best selves. Their programs focus on personal and professional development, inspiration, empowerment, mentoring, and socializing in a community of women dedicated to uplifting each other. Women Embracing Excellence, the name of that group. Salisbury Fire Department. Gotta love those guys, the work that they do, obviously, the care and dedication that they have for their craft. Good to see them here. They have a huge anniversary that is coming up soon. You're going to be hearing a whole lot more about it. They're carrying the department banner there and wearing some of the dress uniforms and, of course, the helmets. Can't say enough about the service that they provide for all of us in Salisbury and Rowan County. And they brought along that truck and trailer that has that piece of steel from the World Trade Center. They always bring that out, put that on display various times throughout the year. And again, you see it right there. They have that special trailer they had made just to bring that piece, again, one of the steel girders from 9/11 from the World Trade Center. Good to see that on display. And John Deere makes his way back through once again. This is part of the Salisbury Parks and Recreation entry. They provide programs and events for folks of all ages in this community and the surrounding area. A lot of great parks, and it's not just about the parks, it's about the recreation, it's about the different activities that they provide all throughout the year. If you'd like to learn more, you can call 704-216-PLAY, P-L-A-Y, or you can go to salisburync.gov and find out more. Good idea there, nice float. They got the picnic table on there that kind of plays up what they're all about, and obviously the swing set. Good for them, good creative use of that float and what they do. Good way to showcase that. Salisbury Pediatric Dentistry coming through now. They say it's all about conquering fears and eliminating tears. Not that anybody would ever be fearful going to the dentist. That never happens. They say they're here to make your child's dental experience safe, relaxed, informative, and most of all, fun. And they're located on Mahaley Avenue. And they got a nice giraffe. I wonder if those are dental assistants. I don't know. Who's that guy?
That's Olaf.
He's got
Everyone
nice teeth.
knows Olaf.
Well, most everyone.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Sure. He's got some moves. I'll give him credit for that.
He does.
This is another entry from the city of Salisbury. This is the Vibrant trailer, ready for winter, decorated with a wonderland of snowflakes and snowmen. The modern design is a fun combination of technology and the holiday spirit. Now, if you don't know what Vibrant is, it is the local provider of high-speed internet to residents and businesses in Salisbury. It made Salisbury one of the fastest cities in the world with citywide internet available up to 10 gigs per second. Of course, Vibrant also offers TV and phone. This is a superhero. He's from the Forum. And the Forum decided that they would take half of the spin bikes that they have in one of their classrooms and put them on a trailer and make that a float, which is a great idea.
They're getting their exercise.
They are. that's exactly what they're doing. And I go to the forum, and they made a big thing about that, and they said this is going to be a spin class on wheels. And so they took all these bikes out, and they asked for whoever wanted to take a spin class on the road. And that's what they did. So that was pretty smart.
And I believe that's actually Novant Health aboard.
Yep, I think I saw Derry Campbell on there. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, Novant Health Rowan Medical Center, proud to be your healthcare provider. They partner with you for wellness and preventive services, and they say they're here for you when and where you need us. And they got a nice entry in there with that big RV that they also use. Well, I think that's bringing us to a very important point.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I think so. I think if you look really closely now, well, see, all the folks who are sitting there on the sidewalk, they know what's coming next. But if you're watching it with us here on television, you're seeing that, and you see that truck, and you see that float, and you're thinking, well, there you go.
There he is.
There's the man of the hour. That's who everybody is waiting to see. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, traditionally, in that sleigh with those 8 not-so-tiny reindeer, giving the waves. All the kids are standing up because that's what they want to see. They got to see the man.
It's the man of the hour.
He's still got a month to go, so he's still able to relax, kind of take it easy, thinking about eating some turkey tomorrow. He and the wife, yeah. Ho, 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 and Merry Christmas is probably what he's saying. Mrs. Claus looking festive and regal. She's got the pageant wave going. All right, there he is. He's saying, look, kids, you know, hope you've been nice because I'm coming your way in, you know, just a few weeks. I like that shot. That's like, okay, now you want to see him take off into the sky from there. That's because he looks like he's ready to go. He's on the launching pad.
Making his way through town.
Yep. Wow, there you have it, the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade. Tara, what'd you think?
It was absolutely fantastic. It was magical and put me in such the holiday spirit.
And really, that's the point. It does that for this community every single year, and you have to feel like this tradition is one that will continue for a number of years. Thank you for joining us for our coverage of the 57th Annual Holiday Caravan Parade. We also want to give thanks to our sponsors for making all of this possible. They include Food Lion, Perry's Overhead Door, Longhorn Steakhouse, 6 Foot Kitten, and Angie Beaver Photography that make this all possible. And now, with the parade already in the past for 2016, we just hope you have a great Christmas and a wonderful holiday season. For Tara Furr, I'm David Wisnick.